Why, hello there, darling. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm afraid I have a bad habit of sneaking up on people. Light feet, long strides. Tell me, what's a boy like yourself doing out here, prowling about my courtyard all alone, so terribly close to midnight? Lost? Or lost? Oh no, poor thing. Well, how very fortunate that I found you. Well, I know these grounds very well. Allow me to assist. Yes, you are in my domain. You're trespassing, as a matter of fact, but don't fret, I don't mind. I'm sure it was only an honest mistake by a lost, scared little boy trying to find his way home. Do you see those majestic gray towers spiraling up into the clouds behind me? Those thick walls of stone bristling with thorny ivy? That is my home. You are on the outskirts of my castle. You seem skeptical. Have you never met a woman who lived in a castle before? You don't think I would lie to you, do you? Do I look to you like a dishonest person? No, it is the truth, I promise. This castle has been my home for, well, so many years. I blush to name the number, but suffice to say, I have resided here for a very long time. And it's likewise been very long indeed, since I last entertained a guest. Oh, well, how kind of you to say. Oh, son, you're quite the little charmer, aren't you? I can already tell we'll get along famously. Perhaps I have been told that I look younger than my years. Perhaps the soft moonlight is merely being generous with my features, or perhaps it's true what they say, that young men oft mistake the refined regal beauty of an older woman for youth. Do you think that's true? Of course you don't know. You don't know anything, do you? You don't know where you are. You don't know whose lonely grounds you've inadvertently tread. You don't even know the name of the woman who's about to bring you home. But it would be my pleasure to teach you. I am the Countess, Cornelia. But you may call me Countess. And what might I call you, my little lost lamb? A pleasure to make your acquaintance, even if it had to be under such, unusual circumstances. I often find the most intimate connections are made by happenstance. Chance meetings at the dead of night, rather like the one we're having right now. Oh, what a shame they're so infrequent. As I said, it's been quite a few moons since I last had someone stumble into my hunting grounds. Why, yes, this courtyard is my hunting ground. In my younger days, my friends and I would fritter away half the nights of spring and summer here. My old companions so loved the thrill of the hunt when they were alive. Death, sadly, has dulled their taste for chasing prey. Mine, however, remains quite undiminished. Oh, we've hunted all sorts of beasts. Pheasant, fox, rabbit. Even on occasion that most crafty prey animal, man. Oh, how many men did we hunt on these grounds? And how many women, too? Dozens, doubtless. So long ago, but their heavy footfalls, those haggard breaths, the rank scent of fear in the midnight air. The memories are as crisp and savory as though they were made only yesterday. Oh, are you frightened? Don't think I didn't see you step backwards just now. What's wrong? Don't bother speaking. Your stammering is quite cute, but also quite unnecessary. I know just what's happening. Something in you instinctively knows that I'm telling the truth. In fact, something about me you can't quite put your finger on has had the hairs on your neck and goosebumps prickling your arms since you saw me. Doesn't it? This frail woman, all alone here in the dark, has you slowly melting into a messy bundle of nerves. That's all right. Here, let me make this easier. No, don't struggle now. I have you. You're not getting free. Let me just wrap my arms around you and draw you into my body. Do you like that? No? Oh, what's the matter, darling? Are you one of those boys who don't like to be embraced? Are you shy? I only wish to give you a big hug. Come here. You don't want me to? A pity. I'm afraid I have to insist. Oh, is that supposed to scare me? Don't embarrass yourself, darling. Here, hush those silly words. Let me envelop you in the thick folds of my cloak. It's real bearskin, you know. Here, feel it with your fingers. If you can, in this position. I felled this fine specimen from whose pelt it was fashioned myself, years ago. Deep in the forest beyond the grounds. Such a majestic creature, so massive and virile, and yet still so helplessly mortal underneath it all. You don't truly believe that a woman who's slain beasts like that is afraid of some shivering little whelp practically in tears already, do you? Fine, I can see I'm dealing with a stubborn boy. Keep struggling all you like. I'm actually almost starting to enjoy it. Your little worming and wriggling is adorable, in a way. And those indignant, breathless shouts of yours as you squirm in my arms are not unamusing. If only because I can see how flustered you are, getting at finding yourself to be so much weaker than I am. It's more than a touch humiliating, isn't it? Being effortlessly overpowered by an unarmed older woman. Yes, that's all right. You can try to duck down. He won't slip through my velvet-gloved fingers so easily. Maybe it would put you more at ease if we laid down anyway. The dewy grass is soft enough to be comfortable. There, don't fight. It's hopeless. From the moment you stepped into my lair, you were inexorably, inescapably mine. You simply didn't know it yet. Poor boy. But this doesn't have to be difficult if you don't want it to be. Just let me lower you down, Let my strong arms encircle you. Let my long legs pin yours down. Perhaps I should slip a glove off and let a soft, pale hand cup your face. That's not such a bad feeling, is it? Your cheek is awfully warm. I like it. Scream all you like. No one can hear you, nor would they have the courage or the strength to save you even if they could. But we don't need anyone else to intrude on this special moment we're sharing, now do we? Such soft hair. I hope you don't mind me petting it. Oh no, don't lie to me, darling. You like it when I pet your head? I heard that. Purr. Shall I reward you with another? If I do, I hope you'll be a good boy for me and stop struggling so much. Oh, there's that whine again. You do like it. Of course you do. My touch is soothing, isn't it? You can't explain it any more than you could explain your wordless fear at the sight of me earlier. But I can see a strange kind of petrified contentment, maybe even verging on enjoyment, starting to dawn in your eyes. Sure, you're still resisting, but I can feel those wails and pleas for me to release you getting less convincing by the second. Those spasms and shakes getting weaker and more half-hearted. Don't worry, it's normal. My kind can be very enticing to humans. It's in our nature. It's quite common that boys like you come to enjoy being in our embrace, being the subject of our affection, even in the throes of being hunted by us. Of course I'm not human, darling. Come on now. Have you ever met an ordinary woman with a pair of glistening fangs like these? Oh, they make your little heart quiver when I bare them, don't they? So long and white, and immaculate, and sharp. I adore that little flash of fear in your wet, nervous eyes. But I can see they excite you a little, too. I know precisely what you're thinking. You've figured out what I am by now, haven't you? And you're wondering what it would feel like if these fangs of mine found their way to your pretty little exposed neck, and I just... But don't worry. Tempting as it would be, I'm not going to feed on you. Yet. It's been so long since I've had a human stumble into my web. This spider can sheathe her pincers for the time being and play with her food a little. In fact, there's something about your demeanor I'm growing to find quite amusing. That anxious mewling, those frightened puppy eyes. I think I'll take my time with you. No struggling. Be still. Calm yourself. Good boy. See how quickly you'll become obedient. Oh yes, you might be suited for more than just a meal. You might be a candidate for more. I'll take my time with you indeed. You know, I was human. Once, long ago. Just a small, inconsequential girl running around in this big, bustling world. Not so very different from you. But then something happened. Something absolutely wicked. And then it was over. I became the Countess. My skin paled, my teeth grew into fangs, my lips took on this luscious natural red you find so enthralling. Oh, did you think I didn't notice your eyes flitting down to my mouth, to these voluptuous lips of mine? Don't be shy, I'm flattered. If you wanted a taste, all you needed to do was ask. This need not only be fun for me, after all. How long has it been since I felt trembling human lips on my own? That was fascinating. And I can see from that look in your eyes that, despite your shock, you're no less satisfied. But we're hungry creatures, aren't we? The both of us. We can hardly stop at one bite. Much as I hate to part from you, I fear we're burning moonlight. We'll retire to the castle now, you and I. We'll find a room for you. Or perhaps you'd prefer to share my bed. Another little treat I might reward you with if you're a good boy. As I said, this need not only be a fulfilling experience for me. I have so many plans unfurling in my mind for you, pet. You might just be the one I've been looking for. But time will tell. Now, one last kiss. All right, on your feet. You won't resist any more, will you? You're under my spell now, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes. Even as part of you wants desperately to run, you can't help but instinctively obey your gentle mistress. Good boy. But next time you must respond with no mistress or no countess. I haven't decided how I'd prefer you to address me when you're serving me just yet, but you will be serving me so much in the coming days. We have time to sort that out. Now follow me. You know, you should have asked the town folk why they take such care not to wander up here by mistake as you did, especially at night. Or perhaps you did ask, and when they told you the story of the dreadful vampire who wears the guise of a beautiful woman dwelling in this very castle, you didn't listen, did you? I'll bet you even laughed to yourself later. What a ridiculous fable. Nothing more than a lie to scare school children. I don't believe in campfire tales of vampire countesses stalking boys and snatching them up in the dark of the night. Well, my darling, my advice is, you'd best start believing in those tales.